Hi, my name is Emma Victoria Lee, and I'm a senior at the Professional Children's School in New York City. Here I'm going to show you the app that I built this year, called Reflections, and the code that I used to build it. Here is opening up my app Reflections, and this is the entry screen. The first thing I'm going to do is go into the free write section, where I can browse old entries that I've written, such as this one, which I can then favorite if I want to save it in a specific place. Now I'll compose a new journal entry by simply tapping Compose and writing. After I finish my entry, I can save it, and then to look at my old entries, I simply click on one, then I can click on the one that I'd like to see, and I'm viewing the entry that I just wrote. Now I'm back to the home screen, and I'm going to go through the prompts avenue. When I click a new prompt, it will give me a random prompt from the array of various prompts that I've selected, all of which facilitate introspection and thoughtful mindfulness. Here, I'll answer the prompt that's given to me, and then I can save my entry. Now, going back to the table view of all my prompts, I can see the entry that I just created by simply tapping the date and time that I made it. Then I can look over any old entries that I've written. Those are all the working features of my app at this point. Now I'm back to the home screen, and I can exit the app, showing the app icon on my home screen. Now I'm going to go through the code that I used to build my app. Here's the launch screen that I designed, and now this is the main storyboard that connects all the different screens of my app. First, we have the home screen, which from clicking the free write button can take you to the table view for the free write entries and how you'll create a new journal entry. Next is the avenue taken when the prompt button is pressed, which will take you to the navigation controller for prompts, its table view, and the new entry screen. Throughout this project, learning about how the main storyboard works was definitely a huge part for me because I didn't have much experience in navigating the different text views or navigation controllers involved in creating a storyboard. Here are the screens of the actual code that I used to create each of my storyboards and each variable used in my app. So I created variables for the journal.swift, which just defines the variable of a journal, which I then used in other codes such as this one, the journal table view controller. Here I have various functions that set up the cell saving functions. The organization of my prompt codes are similar to the structure I used for the journal free writing codes. Here's the table view code, and this is the code that I used for a new prompt entry view controller, which shows the prompt options. The prompt options are a collection of various prompts that I found and thought would be most appropriate to facilitate healthy introspection in journaling. For example, some of the prompts are, what are the words you needed to hear today? What's a problem you're currently facing? And what's one possible solution? What made you laugh today? Why? What random act of kindness did you enact or receive that you'll never forget? And etc. Here's the rest of the code I used to create the prompt section. This is the prompt variables and the code that writes the date and time of the entry. Here is where I created the app icon for my app, and I had to use different sizes of the same icon so that it could be applicable to many different formats of the App Store for various devices. Thank you so much for listening. So that's my app Reflections. Thank you so much for watching. I'm really proud of this, and I'm so excited to pursue coding in my further education.